Okay, everybody, this is Rebel Frack, and I just posted a short vlog, basically just giving the latest update about the autopsy report that was released, that stating that they found crack cocaine on Oscar Grant, and I just wanted to offer separately just my own opinion of that, and basically I question the validity of that, but in the end it's neither here nor there. It's not about me and it's not my opinion, but this is how those things happen. Now we're starting to see what I consider to be character assassination. And what I mean by character assassination is this: whether or not it is true that Oscar Grant did place crack cocaine, in his buttocks and was transporting it, that is not what this case will be about. It's about the fact that he was handcuffed and that he was shot at point blank range. It doesn't matter if he had an AK-47, if he had a freezer bag full of drugs or money or whatever. That is not what this is about. This is about being taken into custody, put face down on the pavement, handcuffed, and then shot at point blank range. But just a little bit that I know about court proceedings like this is what the defense attorney and their team will do. They will do character assassination of Oscar Grant. They will do a smear campaign on any witnesses that come forward. There will be complete and thorough background checks. If they have criminal convictions, that will be used against them to somehow discredit them as witnesses. Any history of violence, intimidation, any problems with the police, if they were high school dropouts, all of that is going to be used, and it will also be used to somehow smear Oscar Grant. And again, it doesn't matter what his history was or what his friend's history was. They're not the ones that are on trial. It is the officer who shot him in the back. That is what this is really about. And unfortunately, what generally happens is that time passes, and you've got you've got the riots that happen, the burnings that happen, and that's what's going to be remembered, as well as this right here. This shot here is pretty much just, now whenever you think of Oscar Grant or the Fruitvale shooting, this scene right here, you know what I mean, this camera shot right here. But this is really what the case is about, and unfortunately, the character assassinations, the smear campaign, moving the case to another county, all of that's going to push this into the background. And also this right here, just this is what's going to be remembered, and this is going to play heavily against the prosecution, I think, or it stands a chance to, where you got angry people, justifiably so, and yet this right here, these scenes like this, and just character assassination of Oscar Grant and any witnesses are going to take precedent over him being shot at point blank range, or it stands a chance to. Let me put it that way. It stands a chance to, and I think that that autopsy report can be seen as the start of that, and it's just, I don't know. This is how it's done. This is literally how it's done. When you wonder how is it that someone can do something so blatantly like what happened with Rodney King, or what happened with Oscar Grant, and time passes, people remember incidents like this, and then they're told, and so and so was on PCP, or someone had a history of alcohol abuse, and a lot of them are going to base their opinions on our news releases that are going to surface in the weeks and months preceding the trial, and that is whether or not Oscar was a good father, what his relationship was like with the mother of his child, if he had ever been to prison, if he had ever been confrontational or aggressive towards police officers, if he had any drug convictions. All of those things are going to be used against him and any witnesses that come forward. And that's just how it's done. That's just the nature of the beast. And that's something that is, out of my hands. I have no control over that, and neither do you. But again, in my opinion, I can't say if that autopsy report is valid or not, but what I can say is that I believe that we're going to see more of it. And I'll also say that it would not surprise me if this case were moved out of Alameda County. There is an obvious bias against Officer Meserly. A lot of people are angry. They want to see him put under the jail. And that, for a defensive strategy, move the case to another county. Okay? Have the jury comprised of people that are going to be a little more sympathetic to Officer Meserly, and hopefully have a better chance of either acquitting him or at least some way getting the sentence lowered. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either. And that kind of worries me, because what will be the emotional reaction to that. This is just the start, and hopefully I'll be able to keep you up to date on all of it. Okay, Rebel Frack.